Feeling dazed and confused about the upcoming election? Woroni has put together a summary of the major parties' views on university funding, affordable housing, and climate change.
The coalition has committed to net zero emissions by 2050 with a 26 to 28% reduction by 2030. They have promised to invest more than $22 billion in low emission technologies, driving over $88 billion of total investment. Prime Minister Scott Morrison has refused to endorse any sort of tax or fiscal policy to address climate change.
The coalition will fund up to $50 million over 4 years to select universities supporting research and development projects, where $15 million will be assigned to 5 regional study hubs to support young people to study while living in their homes and their communities.
The coalition promised tripling the number of low deposit guarantees for first-home buyers by doubling housing places for single-parent families, incentivizing new homes in regional areas, and greater affordability into housing.
If elected, Labor has promised a 43% emissions reduction by 2030 with zero emissions in 2050. Labor also aims to implement the Driving the Nation policy, which would encourage the use of electric vehicles. They also aim to have 82% of energy be renewable by 2030.
Labor's Future Made in Australia Skill Plan will assign $481.7 million in delivering 20,000 extra university places over 2022 and 2023, making it easier for Australians to find a spot at university and get a job. National priority areas like clean energy, advanced manufacturing, health and education, or where our skills shortages will be a priority.
Labor has promised to work on a $10 billion Housing Australia Future Fund, commitment to building 30,000 new social and affordable housing properties in its first 5 years. Investment return from this project will be transferred to the NHFIC.
The Greens have committed to a 75% reduction in emissions by 2030 and zero emissions by 2035. They want to immediately ban the construction of new coal, oil and gas infrastructure, ensuring they can transition the economy to zero carbon energy. The Greens also aim to phase out the mining, burning and export of thermal coal by 2030.
The Greens' plan includes funding lifelong free education for everyone and abolishing student debt, guaranteeing every student a livable income and democratising our universities by giving power back to staff and students.
The Greens aim to establish the Federal Housing Trust, 750,000 new public and community houses, and 125,000 new shared ownership homes, easing first home buyers in the purchase of a new home for $300,000. A new public universal access rental home of $125,000 will provide affordable housing for more people. They had also assured the rent will be capped at 25% of your income or market rent, whichever is lower.
Happy voting!